All that snuggling. All that snuggling. We weren't even live. What's up, guys? We're going to do a live here on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and X. I have
X too.
Evan from Radio Made Easy. Yeah, we can actually put some other stuff up here now, too. They support. There's another thing like Twitch.
Okay.
And then
any Rumble?
Yeah, you can do Rumble, but there's a little bit of hoops to jump through. I've got Rumble to do it once.
Cool.
Are we live? Can anybody verify that we are live?
I didn't get a notification.
It says we're live. In stream, we're live. Show comments.
Yeah. Your signal is a little weak at the top.
Where's that?
Top left of the video. See that little...
This? Connection is unstable if you're on Wi-Fi. Try plugging in.
Randall says live.
We're on Starlink.
I see it.
There's one viewer, and it's Brandel.
There's been a lot of shit going on. Like, I had to go live 3 times before I actually got anybody last night. Bear said he had to go live 8 times this morning. He tried 8 times. I don't know what's up.
This one ain't doing it. Oh, 4.
All right, guys, we're doing a live. We're on multi-stream here off StreamYard. Leave a comment. Let us know where you're on here from. We can discuss whatever. If you have a older open order you'd like to inquire about, we'll do a little bit of that. If you have any radio questions, communication, anything like that, Evan is here. If you have any questions for Evan at all, just shout those out. Travis Weaver, what's up? 5x5.
We are not doing Radio Made Easy customer service here, though.
I'll do it for him. Just ask your questions. I'll make it up. Travis, you're from YouTube. Right on.
Travis Weaver. It's weird to see 3 people, 5 people. Anybody get a notification?
Aaron Brown, we might not be able to do this live.
It's going up now. 15.
Usually during the day, we're over 100 all
Really?
the time. Yeah, rather quickly.
Huh.
There does seem to be a lag here.
I got no notification.
So you just finished up class?
Yeah, we taught at in Nashville. Taught 0 to Hero Wednesday, Thursday. Had a good group of guys and one lady. Lots of fun. High caliber weaponry hosted us. Pretty cool place.
High Caliber in Nashville?
Yep.
Is that a gun shop?
Yep.
I don't know that I've heard of them.
It's about 4 years old, but in the Donaldson area. Really good people. Great venue. One of the coolest classrooms. They had this folding stadium seating in their classroom.
Really?
It was sweet.
Like fold up bleacher kind of
Yeah,
stuff?
like push back so they
Like
could
from
use
a college or something?
They could use they built it, but they could did it so they could do jujitsu in the same room. It's like convertible.
That's cool. Kung Fu in the basement.
Yeah.
Stacy Roth, how are you? Aaron Brown, what's up? Travis Weaver. 18 on here. No comments.
You offered questions of open orders. It's just a belt.
424-930. Let's take a look.
224-930.
Okay, I can't see it. You read it out. 224-930.
224-930. Typhon.
We just got Typhon in. I'll print this out, put it at the top of the list.
I know you could order a belt with Typhon.
Yeah, you can order. That's the issue with belts, right? You can order 14,000 different belts. Always.
You don't keep them all inventoried.
yeah, we keep them all inventoried. Vince Vega, what's going on? Hey, Mike, how are you? Where are you at? David Ortiz, what's up? We just had Amanda's birthday party, Mike.
Simplify belt options. Yeah, right.
Ken, what's up? I'm over here now. Where are you at? Like, what state are you? Are you in Texas or where are you at? Back home. Got it. A product. It's always a product hold up, as in the belt is not made. But we didn't have for quite a while there. We didn't have any Typhon material. Turtle, what's up? Order same color, just waiting. Same. I know you were. Stacy Roth. What's your order number? Hamster. Good to see you last weekend. He was not. They were not. We had a couple people not entered to do the obstacle course, and Hamster's like, "Can I do that? I want to do it." So they jumped in. Did a good job.
Did we meet Hamster? I don't have a name with a face.
He's got the BMW motorcycle, the adventure bike.
Okay, I saw the bike. I did not know who rode it.
David Ortiz. Call right now. Who are we calling? My India customer support number. James, what's up? Who are you going on tour with, Mike? Kiri, hello.
Gonna go out to Wisconsin in a couple months.
You are?
Yeah.
What are you doing there?
They are hosting me out there. Kiri and
got it.
Who's the other guy? Gosh,
Don.
Yeah, Don Stinson.
Travis Weaver, what's up? All right, guys. Well, this is not. This is moving too slow here. 15 bags of feed packed in the Prius.
Dang.
Have you seen all the videos of Prius hitting deer?
No.
There's a whole YouTube and Instagram channel. All it is Prius hitting deer, and because of the slope, they fucking launch.
Like
yeah, they just launch them, man, like a freestyle motorcycle.
I delivered Josie out of a Prius.
I remember you saying that. Whose Prius was it?
Mine.
You had a Prius?
I traded it for a cheap AR.
231-647. 647. You got rid of the Prius? Hey, this is a mystery order. All those mystery orders are cut. We stopped building all of those. We had just gotten Typhon. We stopped building all those. There's nothing I can do on this, Stacy. As soon as it's done, those will all go out. I think there's like 42 of those Typhon mystery bags. So as soon as we have those will ship out on that day. You will get tracking information. You'll know that they are on the way. Need a Prius with a Husa motor. Is that a Hayabusa is what he means?
Assuming. Yeah, those bags will be worth the wait. I got mine. I love it. But I bought mine off of SOE Quick Ship that got there the next
After
day.
the fact, yeah.
Well, I didn't get the memo about the Expensify because I don't watch enough videos, so I got one with no pals.
Oh, yeah, you can't put any shit on there, huh? Max, what's up? Clarky Dent. I don't recognize your name. I'm not looking up your order. This is for people that actually participate here.
No notification.
What did it say? 226 257.
I didn't read it.
That can't be right because that's shipped.
He said
226 527. See, I'm dyslexic. I'm always curious when we do this how dudes show up that you never see them on any videos, but they show up for this.
they're just waiting.
We'll print this out. We'll put it up on the top. I got you.
Really have an order?
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, Clark Kent. Yeah, he's got an order.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not his real name. His real name's Superman.
Yeah, he's got an order. As soon as we plug this into the printer, that'll all print out. Prius is 13 years old, has 316,000 miles. That is a little trooper.
Battery's still good in it.
I don't think notification went out. I just happened to jump on YouTube. Yeah, I would say notification did not go out. Covert bag and woodland with orange interior. Yeah, they're really nice, aren't they? We actually started doing that on all of them. And then some dude got really mad that we sent him a fucking bag with the orange inside of it. Stop lurking and start participating. Superman. Jinx, what's up?
You are blind, aren't you?
Why do you say that? I'm fucking looking right at it. Why do you?
It's zoomed in like 500%.
Because I see, because it's blurry here.
It's blurry because you need glasses.
No, it's this fucking light right here. I see this shit fine on the little iPad and shit every night.
Definitely the light.
It's this.
Yep, you're right.
Brandle's like, let's get some shit that makes it really difficult to do this. No, it's because it's dim. When I turn it up, I can see shit. Notification went out on Facebook, not YouTube. You ordered a DMR 6x2 Pro Essential Kit from Radio Made Easy.
Right on. Thank you, Joshua.
Figured it was time to add more proper radio. I thought he meant like designated marksman rifle.
Give me your order number. I'll put something cool in there for you for being here.
Joshua, what's your order number?
Joshua's not enough, unfortunately, for me.
He's like, oh, I just made that up. I don't actually have an order.
I won't dox you. Maybe.
Can't seem to get going in the morning anymore. What's up with this? June, I don't know. What do you mean? You mean on our end or do you mean on your end? Orange inside makes it damn easy. Yeah, it really does help. It really does. On your end. Are you sleeping? What time you going to bed? How's your testosterone levels looking? Are you recovering from whatever job? Oh, I'm like, that's not one order number. You got him?
7467.
It means you have done 7,000 orders, Evan.
Yep, pretty cool. It looks like it is in ready to program status, so you should be getting it next week. Let's see.
What kind of radios?
You've got a bunch of cool stuff. A digital radio, got a wearable antenna. Right on. You're gonna enjoy that. I'll throw something in there for you, Josh. Thanks for being a customer.
June, how old are you? I assume you're around 50-ish. Worked for 25 years.
Working nights will mess you up for that long.
Yeah, go get your hormone levels checked.
You're not getting enough sunlight.
Josh, what's up? Are you going to Chattanooga this weekend?
I tried delivering papers as basically a third shift job, and I lasted like 2 weeks.
When?
I could not handle the schedule when I was in college.
I did it. I did 3 routes that overlapped.
Yeah.
The money was good, but I was always up at night anyways.
Yeah.
I'd sleep till noon.
I was trying to do that and be a normal person at the same time. You never had that.
Yeah, yes, that's going to be that's going to happen for a short amount of time.
So few people get the paper now that it's a huge route. Like it really hard to memorize.
I'm surprised they're even printing the paper a lot of places.
I don't know how they are. It's got to be a loss leader.
You could be in Chattanooga. We're going to go to a reptile show over there, Josh. We should bring the emus. That sounds like a great idea. We'll just put them in the back of the Forerunner, walk them around. It'd be like walking your untrained dinosaur.
Try to get on them on an airplane as a support animal.
I saw somebody had a fucking turkey on an airplane.
No kidding.
Recently received my gay coyote belt. Didn't know a belt could be so comfortable. You really don't know. Like you don't know what you don't know. There are so many dudes that have put on decent belts and are like, I don't know how I lived without this. And I used to try to tell people, and I just stopped telling people.
Randall doesn't wear a belt.
Brandel doesn't have a gun. He's scared of guns. He doesn't believe in them, like the Easter Bunny. They don't exist.
It's probably
That's what Jaeger used to say. I don't believe in guns. What, like the Easter Bunny? Like you've never seen it? You just... Byron, what's up? Thanks for your order, Robert. As a truck driver, my schedule is pretty crappy, but I am blessed that I can fall asleep quickly. If the truck is not rolling, I'm sleeping.
Yep.
I have not been to the aquarium. I've been in the parking lot of the aquarium. We have not been inside the aquarium. I've heard it's very nice there. Coyote Med Tray. I don't have any Coyote Med Trays right now. If you are interested in taking a different color Med Tray, Robbie, especially since it goes inside a pouch and you don't see it, reply to your confirmation email, and then we can go from there. Love Radio Made Easy. Our GMRS have been growing fast here in the Sarasota, Florida area.
Nice.
Don Stinson right there. You just spoke his name a few minutes ago.
Shout out to Don and Kiri. They're setting up a Zero to Hero out in Wisconsin, which is the first of that state.
I think Sonny's going over there too.
Oh, yeah.
Any chance you might be in Florida for training classes this year?
There's a chance in the wintertime. We've had good turnouts in Orlando area, so.
Or if you host, how many do they need to do a class? Like 20?
Yeah, I have to have 10 committed before I start marketing it. So
committed, paid, unrefundable.
That'd be nice. Yeah, Turtle, send me something if you've got a group of guys. That helps a lot.
John, what's up, man? Good to see you as well. Jason Rappaport.
You did another build video.
We had 2 build videos go up. We've kind of been doing like a concept behind the scenes thing where I test it and kind of sew it the very preliminary, and then we do an actual build video on it. They seem to like those.
That's cool.
There's a lot more talking in the first one. Kind of the thought behind it, why we're doing it. After the Radio Made Easy class at the Charleston Kettlebell Club, I actually joined to get my health in check. Great class, even for the second time. Nice.
Yeah, Alex took my class and then ended up, after Helene had to hike like 10 miles to go find out if his dad was still okay.
Oh, shit.
Took several days.
Do you go through Jackson on your way home?
No, I don't, but I'm coming right across 40 again next week to go to Oklahoma.
Jasmine, what's up?
I think we actually stayed in Jackson last time when we came through to Oklahoma.
Mitchell, what's up? Never mind. You live in North Carolina. You go Nashville.
Yeah.
FHDJ, what's going on? Eli Walker, online Radio Made Easy course in the future?
Yeah, maybe. Radio is something you need to learn in person to learn it well. So come to a real life class. We might have online stuff someday. Don't wait for it.
There, Josh put a link up to Radio Made Easy right there. Turtle, I'll get with Andrew and see if we can get something.
We've done a bunch of classes with Andrew. I might have tapped out his crowd, but if you've got some new people to bring into the fold, I would love to.
Any chance of doing a Radio Made Easy class with a Yaesu 65R?
You don't. It's not a radio specific class. We give you a radio, but you will know how to operate just about any radio when you're done with the class. So don't get hung up on that it needs. You can bring that radio. I'll help you with it. You can unlock a lot of radios to do 5 watts on GMRS. That's not unique. That's a good radio. I don't prefer it, but I won't beat you up over it.
Do you know that the 40 is flooded and mudslides near North Carolina?
Hannah told me that last night.
Yeah, that happened yesterday.
Man, I had coming over here for the party. I thought I was going to be that guy that ran out of gas in the no shoulder 1-lane.
Oh shit! Yeah,
I was not expecting it to run out of exits it's about 20 miles of no shoulder. I hope it didn't happen there. Jason
goes to Texas Thursday morning.
Okay. I might I might be coming through about that time. We're teaching next weekend at Refuge, 34 people.
Radio class? Nice. That's a good sized class.
That's the biggest I've done. It was supposed to be capped, but we had some accidental sign-ups, I think.
Karita Lee, what's up? How are you?
Why are you going to Texas, Jason? Thought you moved here.
What radio over Baofeng do you recommend?
So our flagship is the one we talked about earlier in the stream, DMR 6X2 Pro. If you look on our site, there's only those two options. It's very full featured. So it does digital, it does texting, it does Bluetooth, GPS, all kinds of stuff. We can do anything. If you got special needs, those are just the two that we carry. But if you want to book a consultation, I can help you. I need to know what you need it for to make a good recommendation.
Do you not have gas cans? Fuel cans?
Yeah,
you do? Do they have fuel in them? Are they at home?
Oh, I don't have them with me. No.
Oh, no, of course. Why would we have them with us?
I have them mounted to my trailer, but this vehicle's new.
Does it do analog?
Yeah.
Damn, I'll be delivering plants near Fort Smith Sunday. It's crazy how close we are to each other on a weekly basis.
Oh, yeah. That's funny. We're staying in Fort Smith when we go to Spiro.
Dad's Memorial is Friday. Abilene, Texas. Have to go to Oklahoma City Friday. So maybe we can meet. What are you meeting Jason for?
I don't know.
Maybe we can meet. I have some of your shirts I never gave you.
Oh. Okay. Well, I just saw you.
Any more radio kit and bag collaborations in the works? Josh says he has special needs.
Yeah. Gene says guys here are wanting a radio with waterproofing. Yeah, we can do that. I don't think it's necessary. I don't know why you want to swim with your radio on.
I always wonder who guys are. Like my guys.
Yeah.
I don't know who June. I mean, might be super high speed, but I always make fun of them. I'm like, who the fuck's we? You got a hamster in your pocket?
Yeah.
I heard recently, John, you grew up in No, I did not grow up in Long Beach. I went to Long Beach a couple times a month when my dad, he was, I don't know what he was doing, recruiting or something, and then lived in the officer quarters there. I saw the Pointer Sisters play there. I was born there, but didn't live there. My dad served on Navy ship USS Long Beach. So Long Beach Navy Shipyard is owned by China and has been for 20 some years now. If I go through Oklahoma City, come via Fort Smith.
Why is it owned by China?
Because the United States Navy or somebody sold it to China. It is a Chinese-owned Navy shipyard.
Wow.
Has been for a long time.
Oh, the whole shipyard.
The entire facility, yeah.
Yeah, I used to run a lab in Long Beach.
What kind of lab?
Server lab.
Oh.
I got to go one time. I wanted to go to West Coast Choppers.
You want to? Or
I wanted to.
Yeah. Are they still around?
No,
That's
they
still
moved to Texas. Jesse James.
West Coast Choppers. I'm thinking of
Orange County.
Yeah, the father-son.
Yeah, that's over with.
What year was the Pointers? I don't know, man. I had to be 13, 14, 15 probably. They had a big, huge area there that had pool tables. So we'd play pool and shit. And they had a bar in there. And the Pointer Sisters were there. And then we walked through a back room and they were all there. Like we just met them all and shit. I did not see them. I saw a couple of their songs, but we didn't watch their whole thing. John, I saw your 6-column thing. Are you going to just keep making the patrol rig bigger and bigger? It doesn't work. Like, I'm not a big dude, and I can't tighten that up enough on me. But a bunch of guys asked for it, so we played with it. Really, the only purpose to put right here is maybe ATAC or something, like a cell phone or something. And I've seen guys clip a placard onto the backpack. I've seen everything you guys have seen. What you guys haven't seen is wearing that thing for any length of time. It just does not function properly. we can make it function properly, but then you're stuck in it. You don't have a way to quickly remove it.
I've run the NSW rig through 2 classes, and that's my favorite.
Sure.
It's so big.
That's
perfect for me.
That's the Premier.
Fits me really
Fits
good.
me really well.
Yeah.
G hooks or gatekeeper buckle would kind of, they really won't. You do not have enough room from the shoulder straps. Like, again, guys, I'm like 185 and I'm 5'8". You do not have enough pull to get 6 columns to sit there. It's mushy. Can you marry a FUPA?
Well, FUPA XL fit there.
Can you marry a no, it won't fit. You can wear it over with the shoulder straps, but there's not a way. I mean, you're welcome to. Like, if you're big like Evan, you probably could make it work. And you could easily make it work with some 550 cord or some Velcro one wrap or something. But it's not something that I can sell and put out there in the world in that manner. Can you marry it to on a patrol rig? Are you talking about my actual rig called a patrol vest or a rallyman vest? No, you'd have to wear it standalone, just like a backpack. You got to put it on. You might be able to make it work, Max. You're a lot bigger than I am. It's like all the dudes, everybody thinks they want, I want to put a small backpack on my rig.
Mm-hmm.
You can't get in the backpack on your rig. Somebody else has to get in the backpack on your rig. Whereas if you have a day pack, you can take that thing off. You can, use it as a pillow. You can get behind it. You can stash it, do whatever you need to do. But if it's tied into the back of your rig, you have to take your entire load carriage system. All your fighting gear has to come off to access that pack.
That's a good point.
Do you have experience with MFJ 40-meter ham stick?
Yeah, I've used a lot of ham sticks on vehicles. They're a little quirky because you get a really narrow bandwidth, so you have to mechanically tune that antenna to what frequency you want to be on, and you get very little freedom there. So unless you're running a tuner with it, it's pretty narrow. But there is nothing better as far as something that is cheap and easy to achieve mobile HF use. The 40 meter, I played a lot more with 10 and 20 meter because for 40 meter and 80 meter, I'm using it locally or regionally. And on a vehicle, it's pointed the wrong way. So, but yeah, that's a good one. And then you can also take 2 of them. They make mounts that you can take 2 ham sticks and mount them as a dipole, which is, if you're space constrained, within like 6 to 8 feet, you've got a dipole that would have normally taken up 120 feet. So if you're working in a tiny little spot or you want to fit it in an attic, ham sticks are good bang for the buck. I would have 2 of every one of them just on hand. And the cool thing about ham stick or any of those type antennas, they thread into a 3/8/24 female bolt. So like you don't have the stuff you need. You don't need to find a radio shop. You can go to Ace Hardware and build anything for a 3/8/24 CB radio style stud mount antenna, which has come out of vogue, but I love that about it because I can freaking solder something to a bolt and I can run that to my radio if I'm in a bind. So it's kind of neat.
How about the Buddha poles?
Buddy pole, yeah, those. I don't personally have any experience, but they're very well loved.
I'll destroy a radio with SWR 2.5 and no worries.
2.5, no. 3 is about the limit of safety, but a lot of people don't realize the radio is going to protect itself. If it's been built in the last decade, it's not going to let you transmit if the SWR is too high. And if you're talking about like a handheld, it doesn't make enough power to matter.
Have you ever messed with the Meshtastic LoRa system?
No. I am starting to get curious enough about it, and I'm seeing that it's maturing enough to where it's interesting me now. But So far, I've steered clear of it because it seemed more like a hobbyist type platform. But I've been impressed with stuff I've been seeing. We've been hearing a lot more about ATAC, and I think we're going to add it into our tactical radio operator class soon. But another thing about that just kind of same with the waterproof radio deal is just what are you doing that you need ATAC, right?
Come on, man.
What
are you doing that you
I know
need
you
those?
want to buy some stuff.
What are you doing that you need that M4 for?
A lot. Overthrowing governments.
Well, what do you think you're going to use all that other shit for? Found Baofeng UV5R, even with much improved antennas, do not extend good signal very far in Colorado mountains.
Yeah, because it's a line of sight radio.
Yeah, you got a peak to peak.
Hey, Battle Chemist.
What's up, Battle Chemist? Jason said he put an LPAC on his back and couldn't reach it. He's like a tortoise. You turn a Galapagos tortoise.
You could probably reach it now, Jason. You shrunk.
We're gonna find Jason just stuck on a fence pole. Somebody put him on a fence pole one day.
My favorite thing with that LPAC is mounting it to the back of a. Why did I mount it to the back of yours? What bag is that? That's like the same size as an LPAC. That's like a crossbody bag, but it's that wide.
Oh, you're talking about the BBD bag?
Maybe so. I mounted an LPAC and I mounted a 3-mag shingle on the front.
Yeah, probably a BBD bag. Doug on YouTube, what's up? I haven't tried it since I lost 180 pounds. You didn't lose it. You know where it went. You know what happened.
An Alinco 735. I don't know Alinco gear, but if it's modern, it won't let you transmit if you're SWR.
I think Alinco is. Didn't she used to buy the components and make those from Radio Shack?
Maybe so. They make
crystals
radios still. I just don't have them.
I think I got a couple of Alinco handhelds in there. That BBD bag is great. Yeah, the BBD bag is like a third of the mystery bag. You guys want?
Right, it kind of is.
It is. I know exactly what it is. Yeah. You guys want another mystery bag? Anybody interested in that? I don't think you guys are really into that kind of thing much. I'm lucky to have I don't have a comms guy nearby. He just happens to be here right now. I don't even have any radios. I do. I have hundreds of radios. None of them talk to each other.
Your radios are the reason I have a business, ironically.
If you need to carry a BBD, you need the bag. That's right. What's the distance reach on the radios you set up and sell? I don't know crap about radios. That's like you just walked into Toyota and you're like, what tire should I get?
Yeah, I mean, the magic answer is it depends. Nobody likes to hear that. So, general rule of thumb, handheld radios do handheld radio stuff. Doesn't matter which one. Doesn't matter how much power. Doesn't matter what antenna. They're all in the same league. Now, that stuff helps, but 1 to 5 miles with a handheld radio on flat terrain, if you're getting up on top of stuff or you can elevate your antenna, you get more range. That's how it works. There's no free lunch. Signal hits the horizon. However far that horizon is from you is where it ends. So now we sell radios that can talk across the world. They're HF radios, but you're not going to be carrying it around in your pocket. It's got a 63-foot long antenna. So
John has buckets of radios. I think people think that that's an exaggeration. 80 miles on a repeater.
Oh yeah, with a repeater you can do a lot, but you're not doing that. The radio's not doing it. The repeater is. So, and you need permission to be on a repeater,
and you can be kicked off a repeater.
Yeah.
308 subload shipping out. I don't know what you're calling. You mean the single side by side? No, not yet. Buckets of broken drones. I do have broken drones. They all kind of work in some capacity, though. You've seen all the shit people are 3D printing with springs and flappers and shit
for what?
For drones.
No,
they for carrying cargo, different types of cargo, like a smoke or a round thing.
Right.
Man, it's wild. But they've been doing that down on the Mexican border for 20 years.
Sure.
Homestead Made Easy, what's up?
Get your own name.
Two of my favorite people. AJ, what's up?
What's up, AJ? I got another pack of your stuff, AJ, from at the party. I don't know why it was left for me, but thanks.
Travis Weaver, perfect answer. Thanks. I knew you needed a repeater to get way far out. I just wondered about the basic reach. Never messed with high-end handhelds.
Yeah.
But you could do HF and talk, far distance, but you're not going to do voice typically, right?
You can do voice on HF. It's just really quirky. I mean, really unreliable as far as signal quality. I get the distance question like it every time I show up somewhere. That's the key question, but it's very hard to answer.
Yeah. Pin puller and release mechanism. I have files to print grenades releases for dig drones. He got me to say it. I was trying not to say it. Leave it to Jason. Hate to ask. No, you don't. You don't hate to ask. Come on. Everything after that's bullshit. But it's Jasmine here, so we'll do it. Is there any way to get this shipped soon? What is it? 223-299. 223-299. Says fulfilled. Did I just type that in wrong? 223.
They didn't get their promo bag. Does it have the code on it?
No, you did not have. There's no code there. Although somehow it got put in here.
It's in the note.
Yep. So what that means is that order was printed and it got shipped before that ever got put in the note. So that's what has happened to that. When you guys fuck those orders up, you guys have no idea how much work you create when you do that. We were faster than Amanda could handle that, is what has happened.
You should see the notes I get.
Dude. And I come like this morning, right? These are ones that just came through in the last few minutes.
Mm-hmm.
But all of these, most of these from today are dudes that, hey, I didn't put in the code what I wanted, or I didn't get the code. So it has to go back and it has to manually happen. And there's that gap from 5 a.m. till 7:30, 8 o'clock when Paula gets in there. So if I've already pulled that and Amanda hasn't got into her emails, Paula's already shipped the shit. And then when do they tell us? Day, 2, 3 days after the fact. Which means we have to literally generate a brand new order to send them a free thing that they didn't fucking. There's where we are. We had HF on our CH-53s replaced by SATCOM. Yep.
SATCOM's cool till it don't work.
Till they turn it off.
Tell people if you can see it with binoculars, you can talk to it. Yeah, that's a good analogy. It's more like I like to think if I can shine a light on it or a laser beam on it, but that laser beam can go through stuff, right? Because radio goes through things light doesn't go through. That's the whole magic. So that's a good way to conceive of it for sure. Evan, you'd be the only one I consider. I don't want your name. I want you to get your own name.
Good afternoon, John, Evan, David Hosfeld. What's up?
David Hosfeld. Yeah, I had a 18 Echo in my class this week, and he was very respectful. He didn't mention it till the end, but he's a Special Forces radio comms guy. So
That's fucking awesome.
He said he loved the class.
Locals are depending on repeater too much. I always tell them you're only as good as barefoot.
Yeah, that's the thing. I preach that hard because people find out a repeater can help you get with an $18 radio. You can talk 50 miles. But the whole reason we use radio is to not depend on other people's stuff, and a repeater is other people's stuff. So you better have something else. I'm just messing with you, buddy. I'm not mad about it. I do think it's a bit unoriginal though. But if you're comfortable with that, I'm comfortable with it. I'm not coming for you. Have you done any homesteading made easy? Like consults or Making content. I haven't checked your stuff out in a while. What you been up to? I can't remember that guy's first name. He was here for the Apprentice thing.
Mm-hmm.
Evan would have been burned at the stake for being a witch. What?
Back in the day.
Why? I'm not a woman.
Am I hearing dogs barking?
Yeah.
And sirens.
Got divorced, lost my job, and what? No,
I got divorced, lost my job, and that's only been in the last couple months. I had no idea, dude.
Lost my dog.
Lost my dog.
Man, you're ready to write a country song. Oh, the radio witchcraft. Okay. I'm sorry about that, man. That sounds terrible. Let it inspire you to do something great, man. Don't let it get you down. I know it sucks. I've been through some of that same stuff.
We were talking about that this morning. We were talking about that this morning, right? How many guys fall and lose everything, and then that's kind of the end, right? They don't ever stand back up. When really, if you've ever built anything, you know how to build something. You've already demonstrated and proved that you can do it. Right. So just do it again, and you can do it much fucking faster, right? The success will come way quicker the next time because you're not encumbered by that massive weight and all those mistakes that you'd made that you couldn't just change. New pussy fixes a lot. I'm with you, Ken. That's what I tell people all the time. I'm like, go fuck your ex-wife's sister.
Goodness. That's exclusively your plan.
You don't? No, that doesn't. No. That's not it.
My ex didn't have a sister. Jordan. That's right, Jordan.
Yeah, you're in shape. You're fucking a good-looking dude. Like, you know what to do. Divorce sucks. Lost $400,000 in my kid. Yeah, I get it, man. I lost fucking millions of dollars. I get it. I went through the same thing. I came home to literally zero. I came home from federal prison intending to run my business to 30 minutes later be served with divorce papers and restraining order. And I went from going to run my business to a pizza delivery job. But I didn't stay there long. I worked 80 hours a week at 3 pizza delivery places in order to be out of the halfway house. I did that for 6 months. My wife's sister. She don't even have a sister, does she? Wife left after 32 years of marriage, trying to take my house and my dogs. Dude, I let her, I went to court a few times, and I'm just like, you can have it. Fucking just have it. Just take it. I'll start over. And that was the deal. I could go to court and fight this shit for a year, or I could just start with zero and then just build how I wanted to build.
Jason, if she leaves, you'll be able to buy that Strider knife. He's telling me she was going to kill him if he bought it.
She ain't going to leave. He keeps getting her pregnant. She's probably pregnant right now. Well, they got like 10 kids. You should be fucking Mormon. Get a trampoline. Go to church.
Injured my back.
She does. She's the principal of Military Maritime Academy in New Orleans. Oh, shit.
Principal sounds important.
You're trying to kill your dog. At least you didn't boil your bunny. Come home. You're like, ooh, this is really good dinner. What is this? This is one of your pets, motherfucker. You're 63. At 63, you should be able to get at least a 35-year-old girlfriend.
You're a dude. 63 is okay as a dude.
Yeah. That means you're good for at least 40.
Trampolines are awesome. What is that about?
Because I said you should just be Mormon, get a trampoline.
Oh, I missed it.
Have you seen all the trampolines? They dig a hole and put your trampoline at ground level so your kids don't get fucked up. And then they do a double trampoline. So it takes part of the spring. Like, you can get really expensive on trampolines.
Wow. Just need an excavator.
No, they come out and do it just like a bomb shelter, like a storm shelter.
We're going to try to do a root cellar.
You should.
I was talking to Bob about it. Might be my first attempt with ICF since I want to build the house that way, but start with a little 10 by 10 in the 10, man. don't even know what that says.
Eating pussy at old age made easy. If you're 63, you just need lots of medication. You just need tadalafil, man. And if you take the pill Cialis, don't fuck with that. Just get the drop. Get the liquid. It's a good idea for trampoline. Surprised they don't think they do. They actually, before I left California, there was a store in San Diego down by Old Town that had that shit.
Yeah, the thing about June with money I've noticed is like I think the inflection point is when you stop having to worry about paying your basic needs. I think it's diminishing returns after that.
There's a ton of ICF builds on YouTube, Josh says.
Oh, I'll have to check that out.
Better build it twice or 3 times the size you want. 10 by 10 is tiny.
Yeah, I mean,
especially when you start forming it out.
Probably true.
What's ICF stand for? Insulated something
Concrete
form? Concrete form.
You build it like Legos and then you pour the concrete in it. We don't need to know, Bama. We can assume.
Not if you got a 25-year-old. Monolithic domes. Yeah. Yeah, the monolithic domes were fucking wild. There's still some of those out there, but you can't, like, it's impossible to get a mortgage for them. They don't know how to write a mortgage on them. It's like
I don't know what that is.
The dome houses,
okay,
where they come in and they blow up this weather balloon and they build like rebar all around it, and then they shotcrete it, and then they deflate the weather balloon that's inside of the balloons.
Like
so you'll have
a brick pizza oven.
Yeah, you'll have a
one.
You'll have a dome, a dome, and then they just have these like walkways, like giant igloos.
That is something. Any unconventional construction method, a bank does not know what the heck to do.
Yeah. That's what Spearco said. He's like, we looked at one. It's awesome. We wanted it. We couldn't get anybody to write a mortgage on it.
I think that's why I got this property we got. I think it's just had to have a lot of cash. Re-rod and forms. Yeah.
Underground construction. I mean, look at the root cell. What are you going to use it for? Actual root cellar?
Yeah. Or storm shelter.
Look at the one that
just for off-grid cooling.
Modern day civilians.
Yeah.
Seemed awesome.
Modern
rural civilian. Yeah.
I still want to send him some stuff.
I sent him like a year or so ago. Sent him some woodland kit.
A bank
or an insurance company. Geodesic dome.
Yeah, geodesic I'm familiar with, where it's like
that's what we're talking about.
Okay.
And when you see them, like, they go through fires, like they're not burnt up, fucking bugs. I remember American Survival Guy doing a whole thing on them. They went out and they shot this dude's dome with a bunch of different 50 cal didn't go through it. It would like chip it. They had all kinds of stuff. It's pretty fire. Bugs aren't going to eat it. Fire's not going to burn it. Floods don't seem to affect it. Does your property have a stream on it?
No, it has a wet weather creek. But that's it, unfortunately. That's the one thing I wasn't pumped about, but we do have
means you can probably dig it though.
2 different wells, and there is a creek within a few hundred yards that if we had to go get water. I'm gonna try a rainwater collection cistern up at the top eventually, and we can always pump out of the well.
Lived in 2 geodome houses, loved them, and they stay nicely. And she went to New Mexico and did the Earthship intern.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't know that till this weekend. Do you think they will ban DJI drones for civilians? They already did it in Florida for police. Oh, I don't know. I mean, you can jailbreak them. Build a spring house, keeps milk and shit cold. There's other drones you can get too. I mean, you can always just build your own drones. It's what they're doing overseas everywhere. The Autel drones have none of the parameters on them. If you look those up, they're a little bit bigger. They're about $4,000. You're going to get a full setup with controller and everything. Those the DJI Dirty Civilian did a thing on Autel drones, and they look awesome. They got thermal on board.
That may have been the one we were talking about at class where they they have a class you can come build a drone in Tennessee.
So that's somebody else.
Is that a
Yeah.
racetrack or something?
Yeah, that's someone else. There's actually like off of their drone, I communicated with all three of the companies that they had
Okay.
mentioned, and they followed us back. We've
Cool.
talked a few times.
I was really considering doing that someday.
Yeah, buy drone kits from China if you're worried about any ban. Just need running water to flow through it. Could probably make a ram pump to pump it up. That's what modern rural civilian did. He's got that ram
We have
pump
to have
versus
flowing
water.
water for that. I don't have flowing water. But maybe he's talking about a spring box. I don't know if there's any springs on the property. I mean, there aren't yet, but there might be some. We could
Get
what
going.
do you say? Yeah. Yeah, I get freaked out flying drones because I have fear of heights, and like even watching the screen, I get
Really?
the heebie-jeebies.
Hmm.
I wish I could get over that. I probably just need to do it a bunch.
Yeah. Yeah, the drones are, man, they just simplify things. You hear a tractor on your property, you see smoke. Is it my neighbor's house or is it just leaves he's burning? Why are we stopped on this interstate here? What's really going on up there? Should we turn around? You can do all of that with a drone. Pull a Yellowstone, redirect it off your neighbor's property.
I want to make friends with the neighbors. Hannah's gonna have to bake a lot of apple pies for.
You don't want to dam their river.
Maybe not
Reroute their water
not without
source.
their permission. Gonna take them an apple pie and a Baofeng.
Mapping and video. If they ban DJI, then the groundswell will be huge. Unfortunately, America has 10% of the drone tech that exists in China. As it goes, they are just things and tools. Yep. And there's always a way. You can even if they ban them, they'll still be around. You should try hypnosis for your height phobia.
Nope. That's how the demons get you.
Okay.
I'm not like it's not affecting my life. I live down here on Earth, so it's not paralyzing.
Plus the
me.
firmament keeps you from going all the
Sure.
way.
Bounces those HF signals good too.
Wasn't it Von? I heard that today. Von Braun has
I think I heard Bear mention
yeah,
that.
something about the
Yeah.
firmament is on his headstone. Use the drone a lot for traffic and way stations. Yep. Bob Lester, what's up?
Yeah, I had no idea how much truckers can get in trouble for being over.
Oh, way station
That's
shit.
it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of trucker culture around our new shop because we're right off I-40, and there's some routes around on the back roads that are like they tear up the road because they're avoiding a way station. Guys that are local trying to ride dirty.
Chanson, what's up? I have never used a DJI drone with thermal. I know the Mavic 3 Pro had or has thermal on it. I don't have any of them.
Chris knows what I'm talking about. I got you, Josh.
Go to Mexico. Take that drug that makes you hallucinate.
That sounds better than the hypnotist.
Is that Ibogaine?
Ayahuasca.
Ibogaine, yeah.
Me and Joe Rogan be buddies.
You'll be on the Joe Rogan before you know it. Talking about Baofeng. Alabama game wardens use them when they aren't allowed on the property, sitting in a tree stand. They asked me to show them my hunting. Yeah, fuck them, man.
That's a bird shot. Time for bird shot.
That's a federal offense in its own.
To take down a drone.
Oh yeah.
That's
you can't buy a drone and put it up in the air and shoot it down on your own property without a federal crime.
They're keeping us safe, folks. Well, you can jam it. Well, that's probably illegal
too.
Everything's illegal that I want to do.
Yeah, that's what Joel Salatin said. Everything I want to do is illegal. He has a book named that. Any drone, any drone at all, any aircraft.
I mean, I guess they're applying the same principle as you shot down an airplane.
Mm-hmm. All right, guys, we're going to jump off of here. Thanks for hanging out for a few minutes. Anybody that asked about an order number there, just reply to your confirmation email. If I told you we printed it out, if it's one of you belt guys, we printed it out and we'll put it at the top of the pile. Only illegal if you get caught. Well, I mean, it is a drone. There is a camera on board. There is GPS and geofencing. I'm with you, man. Allowed versus able. Shoot, shovel, shut the fuck up. But you run that risk, man. I tell these farmers around here, they're like, that eagle or that hawk. I'm like, dude, a lot of those animals are chipped. And when that animal stops fucking moving and you have buried it on your property, they're going to go right to where that tracking is. Just be careful with that shit. Can we prepay the fines? Felony and $10,000. It's a consideration of an aircraft.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We will see you guys next time. Thanks for hanging out for a few minutes. It records all flights. Yeah, it does. There is a record of every place you took that drone.